I've learned from many that spending your 20s and your, you know, early adulthood trying to create a stable life for yourself is definitely something you'll thank yourself for later on in life. And that's led to me spending a lot of my time trying to build wealth and work a bunch of jobs, try to build skills and possibly do my own thing. And it's led me to the job I do today that I take an immense amount of pride in, which I find strange at times because I'm like, this isn't my company. But, when I look at this hoodie that I'm wearing, when I worked at Best Buy, I knew that wasn't my company either, yet I took pride in my role in the company. I was happy with what I did it well, I got recognition for it, and it felt great. And right now, there is a lot of strife around jobs, the job market, the cost of living. It makes it really hard to take pride in what you do. Because even if you take pride in what you do, you enjoy your job, you enjoy the people that you work with, you still may be struggling financially. And struggling financially can take the joy out of like anything in life because we have added an extra factor into what we need to live. Like, we didn't need money to live, yet we created it to make a cost of living. Like, it costs us to live. And I understand how frustrating that can be for so many people because we simply can't afford it with the jobs that we have based on how a lot of these jobs are owned. If you're blessed to work with a company that actually takes care of its employees, it's like you're living a completely different life than the average individual because seemingly the average individual is not receiving the proper care and attention from their company. And even some companies aren't big enough to give them all the type of compensation and benefits that others in that industry may be able to. And you really have to pick, like, do I want good management, good ownership, or do I want to be a wage slave, essentially, where it's like whatever it takes, whatever it is, I will just take how much they're paying me. Um, it's very hard to have pride in what you do at this time, but I believe as a entrepreneur, everyone has a entrepreneurial spirit. They just don't realize what that really means. It means you can create something yourself. So when you can create something for yourself, that means you can create a meaningful life for yourself. That doesn't mean a life of fortune and riches necessarily for everyone, and it probably shouldn't mean that for most of us. Um, but we can create a meaningful life with meaningful relationships, regardless of the jobs that we are doing. So I just have this video to offer a bit of hope that if you aren't taking pride in what you're doing, or if you're struggling financially, or if you're just not enjoying your job, I've been there. Turn to yourself to see what you can do, what you can bring out of yourself to really create something new. Because if you can sacrifice a lot of your comforts right now, you can set yourself up to have an even more comfortable lifestyle later on in life. But you got to give yourself a chance to keep living, keep going. So, just a little bit of advice.